Hello everyone, Logan here, and this week I have for you another game coming to Kickstarter soon. It's Dead Sprint by Rabble Game Studios. This is a zombie game where you are being chased by hordes of zombies as you go through the different rooms and tiles being set down, collecting up items and trying to escape the zombies and get away from them. Game is for 2 to 5 players. But don't let that scare you because you want to be the last person standing or be able to get out through the exit. It's for ages 13 and up. Plays in about 20 to 45 minutes. And you just got to make sure you don't get overwhelmed by the zombies. So let's start with the tiles. First we have the 2 starting tiles right here, which is the end of the quarter that you're starting. The first one is the top one where it has the horde start spot, and so this is where the horde miniature will go, standy, and it starts, and it takes up all 3 of these squares. We'll show you whenever you see the miniatures there. And then below that is the player start square, obviously, and players can start off in the same square. So these are placed like that. Here's the end tile. The end tile is placed at least 8 tiles down in the straight stack because you have straight tiles and then you have corner tiles. So the straight tile is placed at least 8 down. The rulebook says 8 to 10, depending on how long of a game you want. Or it could be placed even further down in the stack if you want an even farther zombie chase going on. And you see they got little icons here. The ones that have these hash marks in them are obstacles. You cannot move through these squares. You have the ones with the Z's on them. You can turn them this way. And you see Z's like that. Any tile that you flip over that has a Z on it, the first Z that you have to place is for zombies is one of the specialty zombies, and there are 3 different specialty zombies, and we'll get to those in a minute. And then any of the other Z's that are on the board, you can place one of the normal zombies on them. So we'll get to those in a minute. So just to show you some of the straight ones. So like this is the straight hallway. You see it's got 3 Z spots there for 3 different zombies. Of course, the first one has to be a specialty zombie, and the other 2 would be regular zombies. We have an obstacle spot right here at top with these hash marks on it, which means you cannot move through that square. And then you've got a couple specialty ones that show you different item tokens that are placed on them. This one right here is for an adrenaline token, and the one here in the middle is for a +2 pistol. So or sword. You can see it's got both of them there. So we'll show you those tokens and explain them in a little bit. And then you've got empty ones that are free to move through. So just to show you another one. This one here has 2 zombie spots, but it's got a med token spot in the middle right there. The top and bottom of the middle are obstacle spots, so you cannot move through those. This top one up here, you either place a +1 crowbar or axe token in that spot, and this bottom one right here, you'd add a +3 either shotgun or chainsaw token in that spot. So other than the straight quarter tiles that you have, you also have corner ones here, and you can see this part of the corner over here. Obviously you can't move through that. It's got the hashtag, and then these spots over here have zombie spots, and also this one has a +2 either pistol or sword token right there, and that bottom part right there, you can't move through that corner, and that connects up to these spots like this to make a corner. Oh, whoops, wrong way around. It connects up. Trying to mash these up on the camera to make a corner, so you're going through whenever you're making your corridor that you're running through away from zombies. Okay, and these are the zombies that come in Dead Sprint. So we've got the 3 different specialty zombies right here. They're the numbers in the corner show how much life they have. This one is 1, even though he's a big guy. He's a 1 life because he's the sploder zombie that whenever somebody damage him, he's going to do damage to everybody in a 3x3 square. So basically a whole tile. So if he were right there in the middle of the tile, when somebody kills him, he will damage everybody in a 3x3 square, and they will have to use a med kit to survive, which we will go over the tokens here in a little bit. These 4 guys right here, these are the crawler zombies. So these zombies right there, if they are in there, they take up 2 spaces. So you actually don't have to put them on the Z. You have to put them on the line, covering one of these Z spots and one of the other spots. And you get to choose where to place them. You can put it that way. You can put it there. You can put it this way over here, covering up one of the item tokens on this. But he counts as being in both squares because he is the crawler. This big guy right here, who is a 6. Oh, and the sploder, real quick, is a 4. So it takes 4 damage to kill him. Oh, sorry, the crawler. Crawler. Thank you, Gothy, the crawler. The big guy right here, he is 6. So basically you need either a perfect roll on the die to kill him, which would be a 6, or you need to have a weapon of some sort, and still a kind of high roll. The highest weapon you can have is a +3, so you'd have to roll at least a 3 plus that weapon to kill him. He's a big guy. But he only takes up 1 spot, but he's still one of the specialty zombies. Now, these guys right here are your normal zombies. They're just a 4. They're just regular walkers trying to kill you. And they'll stay there on the spot. They just take up a regular spot. But they're only 4 in average health right there. This big guy right here, this is the horde. This takes up 3 squares. And whenever it moves down the center of the aisle every turn. It will move down the center of the aisle. And its movement is dictated by the yellow die right here. After all the players have had their turn to go, you roll this yellow die. Let's see. Oh, look, it's a 1. He will only move 1 square. This die is only numbered from 1 to 3, so he'll move a maximum of 3 squares. Now, if he happens to move over another zombie, let's say we had a regular zombie here, we rolled this, let's say it rolled a 2, he moves over another zombie when he's moving. He adds 1 for each zombie that he goes over. He moves over. It adds 1 to his score. So let's say we had a zombie here. Let's say we had a big guy right there, and we rolled a 2. It would move over these 2 guys. They basically join that horde of zombies, and they'll add 2 to that score. So now they're going to move 4. So it already moved 1. So now it would go 2 and 3 and 4. So more zombies add to their movement. So it's kind of best if you kill the zombies as you encounter them, so that the horde only moves that little bit of space. So other than that, for characters for movement, we have these guys right here. These are the player standees right here. You have it's a up to 5-player game. So you have 5 colors. You got blue, green, red, yellow, and orange. So they're just your regular standees like this. Which will probably change during the campaign, because this is just the prototype. And then the other dice you have a green movement die, just a regular 6-sided die for movement that you roll at the beginning of your turn. And then you have your red combat die. It's a regular 6-sided die, 1 to 6 for combat that you'll roll if you move into a square with a zombie. Now, if you get overrun by the horde, you're dead, out of the game, whether you have a med kit or not. But if you actually do combat with a zombie and you fail, and you don't have a med kit on you, then you're out of the game. If you have a med kit, you automatically use it because you don't have any health points or life or anything in this game. It's just you. If you fight a zombie and you die, you can't beat the combat, you don't have any tokens to add to it or not, then you will, you'll die if you don't have a med kit. If you do, you automatically use the med kit. You keep on living. You move back to the original space that you were in, and your turn automatically ends. Even if you have movement left, you don't get to try combat again or anything. And here we have all the tokens that you get with the game, or at least we got with the prototype. We've got med tokens, which, as explained before, if you get hit by a zombie and you fail combat, you give up 1 of these med tokens. If you don't have one and you do combat with a zombie and you die, then you're out of the game. So these are good. Everybody starts with 1 med token at the beginning of the game. These are little adrenaline tokens. You see a little needle right there. Adrenaline tokens. These will allow you to move again. You'll get to use them to roll the movement die. We haven't had any come up in our game, but the rule book says that they're used. When you use them, you discard it if you want to roll the dice to move again after you finish your first roll. So There's the adrenaline tokens. Then you have different weapon tokens up here. You've got your +1 tokens right here that are a +1 crowbar and a +1 axe right there. You have your +2 tokens, which is a +2 handgun and a +2, looks like a katana sword right there. And then you've got your +3 tokens over here. One of them's a chainsaw and the other one is a shotgun. So they're your tokens that'll be placed onto the tiles whenever the tiles are revealed. So we have cards. At the beginning of your turn, you'll get to draw 1 card. Oh, and I'll also like to say about the tokens that you can only hold up to 2 tokens. That if you acquire a token or you walk over a space where there's a token and you want to acquire that token, you have to put one of the other tokens you already have in your possession, if you have to, back on the square. And you pick up the new token. But cards, you draw a card at the beginning of your turn before rolling the die to move, and you can only have 2 cards on your person at any time, and they have to be played face up in front of you. They're placed there to hold on to them so everybody can see what anybody else has. And there's a variety of different cards. You can see like this one says, move 2. So it lets you move 2, and you have to redeem it before you roll your die. There's a +2 weapon, so you can redeem it for a +2 weapon token, either a handgun or a sword. And this one is a health plus, so you can redeem it for a med kit. So if you have 2 cards in your possession at the beginning of your turn, you have to draw. You have to either use one of those cards, or you have to discard it before drawing a new card. Now, if you don't, you could choose to hold on to them as much as you like, and the tokens also, you can hold on to them if you like. If during combat you want to use one of the tokens, you can. You can wait till after you roll and then see if you're going to beat the zombie before you choose to use a token. It's all up to you. But with cards, you have to redeem most of them before you roll your die to move. Okay, so we've got everything's set up here for a game of Dead Sprint. We got both start tiles. We got the horde token for the zombies right there on the horde starting. I will be playing the green character here, and Gothy will be playing the red. We both got our first aid med tokens right there. Everybody starts with 1, and we've got our stack of tokens laid out with our tiles for the straight passages right there, tiles for corners, our deck of cards, our dice, and off screen is our zombies. Alright, so at the beginning of the game, you choose who's going to start first, which I'll start. And we roll the green die for movement. But before we do that, you draw a card from the deck. And you can either play it right away or hold on to it. Everybody can hold up to 2 cards. So let's go ahead and see. Oh, I've got Weapon Thief. So I can play this and steal a weapon from another player of my choice. I'm going to go ahead and hold on to that. Let's go ahead and roll my movement die. See how far I move. Let's see, I move 4. So 1, and then I come to the edge. I'm going to go ahead and choose a straight tile. Now, just to let you know, we've placed the exit tile 8 tiles down in the straight pile deck right there. So as soon as we get to the exit tile, we can get out. But I'll go ahead and choose straight tile, place it on the board. I'll show you guys first. It's got these 3 Z's right there and got some spots for some items. So I'm going to go ahead and place them there. One of these Z's we have to put a specialty zombie on, which, let's see. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pick one of these sploders right here, one of the ones. I'll put it on that Z spot right there, and then the other Z spots just get regular zombies on them. So Z spot for regular one. There we go there. Let's see, we've got a med kit spot, and it looks like a +2 gun spot. So we'll go ahead and find that token right there and place it on the board. All right. And I've already moved one of my 4 spaces. So 1, let's go 2, 3, and pick up that gun. And then 4, I'll try to move into this regular zombie spot right here. Let's go ahead and roll the red die for combat. Let's see what I get. I've got a 3. I'm going to use my gun to add to that to make it 5. So this zombie gets killed. I move into that spot. My gun is used, so it goes back into the spot there. So I've moved 4 spots, and that's my turn, and I pass turn over to Gothy.
I got deflect. Redeem when any card is used directly against you to nullify it.
Oh, okay. So if I try to use that weapon thief card to steal it from you, it's just deflect it.
And green?
Yep. Green to move. So 3 spots.
1, 2. I go 3.
You're going to try to fight him?
Sure.
Alright, so she'll roll the red die. She needs to get at least a 4.
Oh,
no. You got a 1. So you didn't defeat him in combat, but you have to use your med token so you don't take any damage, and it pushes you back into the spot you came from, and that zombie is still there. Okay, now that we've all gone, we roll the yellow horde die right here. So 1, so the horde will move up 1 square, and it always goes along the center squares there. Alright, so now it goes back to me. Let's see, I'm going to go ahead and draw my card for the beginning of my turn. Oh, it's a move +2. I can add 2 to my movement. And I have to use it before rolling, but I'm gonna go ahead and save that. Let's go ahead and roll my green die for movement. We've got 2. I'm going to go 1, 2. Sideways like that, because I'm going to try to go after that med kit.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know. And since I'm not fighting anybody, that's it. So we'll go ahead and pass turn to Gothy.
Oh, yeah. Health. I get some more health.
Does it say to take a med kit, or is it just
redeem for health?
Okay, and do you have to redeem it before moving?
Redeem before rolling to move.
Oh, okay. So
I'm going to do that.
Okay. So do that to get a med kit. Yep. Okay, and now I'll go ahead and roll to move. 3.
1, 2, 3.
Okay. So like 3, and you're not going to. Okay, so both of our turns are done. We go ahead and roll the yellow horde die. It's a 2, so the horde will move up 1, 2, and get closer. And then it goes back to me. So now since I have 2 cards, and that's the maximum amount of cards you can have, I have to use one before drawing. So let's go ahead. I'm going to use my move 2 to add 2 to whatever I roll this turn. And then I will draw my card for the turn. It's a card thief. This one steal another's card without peeking. And I have to redeem it before rolling. So, I don't want to steal any cards right now. Let's go ahead. It's +2 to that roll. So 4 + 2 is 6. So I'll use 1 to step onto that med kit and pick it up. Now I've got a maximum of items that I can hold, which is 2. So 1, 2, and then I'm gonna go. Let's choose another straight one. Let's see. Okay. So we got a couple things. We got some barriers on there with some items, items and some zombies. So go ahead and put that there. We have to. One of these has to be a specialty. Let's go ahead and make this difficult. We're gonna go ahead and put one of these crawlers, these 4 crawlers on there. And since it has to go across 2 spaces, let's put it like that there. And then the other Z has to have a regular zombie on it. We've got a +1 axe as an item right there. And also a +3 chainsaw. Ooh, that's nice. So I've moved... Oh, and a med kit in the middle. Don't forget about those med kits. Alright. So I've already moved 2 out of my 6 movement. Let's go, let's go 3 to pick up that +1 axe. Now to pick up an item, I've already got a max 2, I have to drop 1. And whenever you drop 1, it doesn't go on the board, it goes back over to the pile. I talked to the creator about possibly making it so that you drop it on the board, or if you die, you would drop your items on the board. Actually, let me double check that and see. Actually, for picking up items, I'm pretty sure. I know when you die, you don't drop them on the board. But tokens, yeah, let's see that. Oh, you do place your old token in the space. Okay, sorry. So that med kit, I'll pick up the axe and I put the med kit in the space. I know that if you if you die, you don't drop your tokens. I was talking to the creator about when you die, dropping tokens. That way, there's a possibility of other players being able to pick them up on their journey through. But that's not a rule as of right now. Maybe it might be changed, maybe not. Okay, so that's so far 1, 2, 3, and I picked up the axe. I still got 3 more movement. Let's go ahead and try to move over here to fight this zombie sideways for my 4th movement. Let's go ahead and roll that red die to try to fight him. It's a 6. All right, I hit him. I don't have to use my axe. So he is dead. So that makes 4. Let's go. Yeah, 5. And I don't want that med kit. I've got one already. 5. And then 6. So let's go ahead and try to beat that crawler right there. Oh, 1. Oh, so I'm going to go ahead and not use my axe because that won't make any difference. But I will have to use my med kit to survive, which pushes me back into that square right there. And now, since I used that med kit, now I'm going to pick up that med kit there. And that immediately ends my turn since I got damaged by a zombie. So a little bit of a long turn for me. Gothy, go ahead and take your turn.
Fine.
Shh.
I get a weapon +2.
Oh, yeah. Oh, so you're going to redeem it right now?
Yep.
Okay. A weapon +2. Which one? A gun?
Yeah. No. I want a sword.
Just, weapon. You want a sword?
Katana.
+2 katana. There you go. +2 katana.
I like sharpstone.
Yeah. Okay. And now I'll roll for your movement.
4. Let's see. 1. I'm going to try to get that guy again.
You want to beat him just to get him out of the way?
Yeah.
Okay. Now you got that +2 katana, so you need a 4 because he's a regular zombie. 2 +2 from the katana is 4, so yeah. So that's 1, 2 of your 4 movement.
And then I'll go 3, 4.
4, yeah.
I'm not touching that slower.
Yeah, that splitter over there? No, that's how you killed me in that other game. In another game we played, I was right next to a sploder, and she went ahead and she got a card to detonate a sploder zombie, and she detonated it, and it killed me because I didn't have a med kit. But not this game. Okay, so my turn. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and play Card Thief. Why not? To steal another player's card without peeking. So go ahead and tell them. There. Unless you're going to play that card to deflect. What was that? Deflect, yeah. Used, well, when any card is used directly against you. Okay, so nullifying this card.
Cancel.
Yeah, cancel. So now I can draw my card. Oh, I'm going to go ahead and redeem it for a +1 weapon. I've already got one. That's not redeem it. Yeah, no, I'm not going to redeem it. Okay, let's just go ahead and roll to move. 4. All right, so let's go ahead, go up there, try to beat that crawler again. I got a 2. Ooh, no use using my axe. Go ahead and use my med kit to survive. And bump backspace, and my turn immediately ends. Okay. Oh, we didn't roll for the horde last time, did we? At the end of your turn? Okay, we got to back up. At the end of Gothi's turn, we were supposed to roll for the horde, but we kept going. What's the horde's roll? The horde's roll is a 3. So the horde goes 1, 2, 3, but since it overlaps a zombie, it adds +1 to its movement, so it'll actually move 4. It's getting closer. Yeah, so that's kind of a rewind. But now my turn is done. That should have happened before I took my turn. I forgot. So it's actually your turn now, Gothy.
Really?
Yep. Coming up.
Necromancer and Novice. Place a normal zombie on any unoccupied space. Says redeem before rolling to move.
Yeah, so beginning of your turn, you can use that to place it anywhere. So you wait till if I'm ahead of you, you can go ahead and place the zombie anywhere next to me or in front of me, so I'd have to move into it. Yeah. No, you got to keep your cards face up so everybody can see it.
No.
Yep, it's in the rules.
That's not what I have.
1 for movement.
1.
We can share spaces, so you're gonna go over there and grab that extra med kit, so I can't get it.
I'm going crazy.
Yep. Okay, now your turn.
Thinking these are like coffee mugs.
Your turn is over. No, coffee mugs. They're med kits. See, the horde's gonna move 3. 1, 2, and the horde overtakes us. Yep. So they're pursuing, they run right into us, and if the horde runs right into us, what happens? Crawlers, sploders, the horde, I think it kills us if it rolls right into us. The horde lands on or pass by player, they're dead and out of the game, even if they have a thing. So it goes 1, 2, kills you. 2, kills me. We're both out of the game, and we lost.
We suck.
We suck, zombies. Now,
No.
the main purpose of the game is to either be the last one standing. So if that would have only taken out Gothy and I was still there.
You still lost.
If I was still there, I would have won because it's last man standing. So even if it's like that, I didn't reach the exit, I would have won. Or if stuff was reversed and Gothy was there, Gothy would have won. So that's one of the win conditions. The other one is to make it to the exit tile, which we showed you during setup, I think, and actually be able to get to where exit is and win. But apparently we suck at running from zombies. Too busy fighting and trying to get items.
Too hot to run.
Yeah, it's too hot to run here in California. It's sweltering out here. So, let's go ahead and get to the review. So Dead Sprint is full of zombie fun. We had a great time playing it. Just running away from the zombies, trying not to get caught. Gothy setting off sploders and killing me, as well as getting overrun by that damn horde of zombies chasing us. It's a good game. Just check it out. It's going to be on Kickstarter coming soon. We'll post the link to the Kickstarter in the description as soon as it goes live, and be posting the video all over Facebook. Yes, nothing else I can say. Remember that this was just a prototype, so all the pieces in it are not indicative of the end product of the game. Anything can change during the Kickstarter. So, Dead Sprint, check it out, give it a try, pledge on it. I'm Logan for Logan Chops Reviews. Make sure you check out our Facebook page where we post up different pictures of the games as we're playing them. We post up different giveaways, this and that, and promote other people's channels and stuff. Make sure you check out our sponsors. Links are in the description, and you'll see their logos on the end card here. And make sure you like and subscribe and comment on this video. Let us know how we're doing. Anything you'd like us to change. Any games you'd like to see us either review or preview that are coming up, the Kickstarter. If we can get them, we'll do them. Like I said, I'm Logan, Logan Chops Reviews. We'll see you next time. Happy gaming.